This is Mocha Mommy here, bringing you another video. And in this video, I want to give sort of a film review and just I want to share my experiences and my thoughts and my experiences about mental health in the YouTube space. I know I just put up a video about Black women and mental health, but this was really inspired by the movie Dog. Okay, the movie Dog stars Channing Tatum, and basically it's the story of an Army Ranger who was injured, and he's trying to kind of get his life back together. And one of the tasks that he has to take on is to deliver the dog that was deployed with his Ranger unit to the funeral of the dog's handler. So it kind of goes through this journey of him taking the dog to this funeral of a battle bunny, a fallen soldier, and the soldier actually didn't die in battle, but actually as a result of a drunk driving accident. And the film does bring that important point up that more soldiers die from suicide and drunk driving accidents than they do from actual battle. So Operation Iraqi Freedom, Operation Enduring Freedom, which I've been a part, we actually lost more soldiers to drunk driving and to suicide than we did in the decades of war that we were involved in. So this film really covers that. It also stars Ethan Suplee. And if you ladies don't know who Ethan Suplee is is an actor who lost over 100 pounds. And he has a podcast and a YouTube channel called American Glutton, where he talks about his unhealthy relationship with food, how he had to come to overcome that. He actually gives like a couple of recipes and talks to nutritionists and personal trainers who are helping people deal with obesity and overcoming obesity. So if you ladies are looking for like a new podcast or to improve your algorithm, check out Ethan Supplee's American Glutton. I'll leave it in the description box. So basically, my question isn't if women care about men's mental health, okay? Because that's kind of what's happening in the manosphere right now. Do women care about men's mental health? And I would say yes. My older sister has been a board certified psychiatrist for over 2 decades. And most of the time when men have a mental health problem, it manifests itself a lot through substance abuse. And a lot of times when men need a referral to mental health, it usually is a mother or a female significant other or other female family member that refers them to get proper mental health care. But my question becomes, is men's mental health a priority to other men? Now, knowing this, okay, I've seen it time and time again. Now, this is me not victim shaming or victim blaming, but definitely something that I have observed. Having spent 2 decades in the United States military, and much of that experience being dealing with Operation Iraqi and Operation Enduring Freedom, and then the healthcare side of that, I'll notice how soldiers will talk about my brother in arms and my battle buddy, and will carry a deceased battle buddy's dog tags around their rearview mirror, but rarely will say anything when it comes to their drinking, right? I will see over and over again about how when soldiers leave the military and they move back home and they're chain smoking marijuana and their mother is kind of nagging them, and they'll kind of co-sign on, yeah, your mother's a nag. Yeah, your mother has no business doing that. Yeah, you're suffering from PTSD, but never really address the elephant in the room, which is kind of like, yeah, you know, you really are not productive with your time. You really are not seeking help. I'll give the VA credit that in the sense that they do compensate soldiers who are suffering from mental illness. They'll compensate them with disability, and that does somewhat incentivize some of them going to get help. But at the same time, I really feel that a lot of those interventions are not coming from their other male counterparts. They're not coming from their battle buddies and their brothers in arms. So these will be guys who, if someone ends up, being killed by a drunk driver, will, be talking about a fallen soldier, my brother in arms, all over social media, will even get the soldier's cross tattooed on their arm and with their friend's name, but then never have referred them to ASAP or the Army Substance Abuse Program. Even their male leadership, I saw a lot of times, didn't refer them until they were in trouble with either a DUI or they had gotten in trouble with brigade or with battalion because they didn't show up because they were hungover in formation or something like that. It's never really anything that comes beforehand, like how many times have I seen soldiers come back from downrange, come back from the sandbox or come back from battle, and they'll buy everybody bottle service, but no one will take their keys. No one will take their keys. And I see that time and time again. And it makes me wonder, do men care about substance abuse? Do men care about other men's mental health? Do you care enough to take your battle buddy's keys when you notice he's over drinking? I mean, not only have I seen this as a soldier, I've seen this as a sister. I lost my younger sister to a drunk driver who was in law enforcement, and he kept getting a pass from law enforcement agents. Bartenders didn't mind serving him extra before he went out the door. And there have been many times where he was pulled over for driving unruly for routine traffic stops and still was let go because he was in law enforcement. And the one day he didn't get away with it was when my sister ended up dying in a car accident. So I think this is a good film. I think you ladies should watch it. I mean, I saw it. It was a good movie. I think it brought up a lot of great talking points. I don't even think that there was really an intervention in this movie because, again, the movie was mostly Channing Tatum's character and the dog. So we didn't really see too many other characters other than Ethan Suplee's character. And again, tell me if you ladies have seen the movie or going to see the movie, if you felt that was even an intervention. In my opinion, I think the dog probably did more of the intervening. If I'm not, if I'm interpreting it correctly, but it just goes to show you, like, I really do think that there are a lot of disingenuous male content creators out there because they really do have a great opportunity to really discuss men's mental health and to really be solution oriented about it. I'm noticing that they'll take a lot of Jordan Peterson clips, but now that I've actually read Beyond Reason, like that book, it's a lot about accountability. There's a lot of accountability. And I think that this film, really kind of highlights the fact that there is a need to discuss men's mental health, but I think there's a need for men to discuss men's mental health and for these content creators to really take it seriously because they might get the clicks, they might get the views, they might get the super chats, but are they really helping? Are they giving men the script to help to intervene for their friend? Are they giving men the script to know how to ask for help? Are they giving men the resources and pointing them in the right direction? Or are they just blame shifting? Well, women don't care, and when it's actually women who are doing most of the intervening. I'll leave that question up to you. I mean, this is just my personal experience. This is not me victim shaming or victim blaming in any way, shape, or form. But it's just something that I've observed. I mean, even in the military, I remember being a company commander, and the first sergeant was also a Black woman. We would go every Friday and have a big, huge pickle jar that we would pass around and have everybody put cash in it. And you better believe we got called all kinds of bitch. Both of us did. Black bitch, angry bitch, stupid bitch, dumb bitch, blah, 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 because we were taking cash from them. But what we wanted them to know was that if they called the CQ desk, that there was always going to be cash on hand to make sure that someone could get gas money to go pick them up from wherever they were, or get a taxi or a ride share service, that it could be paid for and that they could get home safely, because we understood the danger that they were under, because drunk driving, again, killed more soldiers than Operation Enduring Freedom did. The 20 years we spent in war for Operation Enduring Freedom. So I just wanted to bring that issue up. And I think that you ladies should see the film, because I think it's a good discussion point. I think it brings up a lot of great talking points. And really, if there are any men listening to this, how seriously do you take men's mental health? Not just your own, but for the men around you that you're calling brother, battle buddy, brother in arms, whatever, or is there just a lot of blame shifting? I really think that that's an issue that needs to be discussed. So ladies, as we take care of our own mental health, that's just a question that I have. What's your observation with men and mental health? And do you feel as if they're there enough for each other? And do you feel as if these content creators are disingenuous? Because I definitely feel that way. But I'm open for discussion, because the last thing I want to do is victim blame or victim shame. This is an issue that's close to my heart, and I think that this movie handled it with a lot of sensitivity and a lot of tact. And I just want to know your thoughts. This is Mocha Mami, and I'll see you in the next video.